CNC fabrication, Visa Performance. Our build that we're working on this truck, it's a 2001 F350 Crew Cab Short Bed Platinum Edition. Pretty rare truck. It's a customer of ours from Texas. It's got a Samwise Stage 1 transmission, a Garrett non-EB PB turbo pedestal, a KC Turbo 6373 with an AR housing of an 84, a FASS Titanium Signature Series, that's a 140, a Titan 51-gallon fuel tank, full force diesel 160/30 injector, single shot, a Mishimoto transmission cooler, Hydra chip also with Jelly-Built custom tuning, and of course our CNC fabrication 4-line feed with the Valley Mount edition with the KC drop-in turbo. So we get a lot of questions about how to install our fuel line kit since it doesn't have a traditional regulated return up at the engine. So we'll show you this on the install kit. Here's the Titan 51-gallon tank, and here's the FASS pump already mounted, pretty much ready to go. This truck doesn't have any fuel in it, or else we still got to finish up a couple little things. Here's the supply coming in, pre-filter, post-filter. This truck in particular also has the fuel heater add-on. And so down here we have what's nice about the FASS, or we also like to use AirDog also, but the regulator is built in, so your regulated return system is completely down here. You don't have to worry about your regulator going bad or your gauge messing up from all the heat cycles and rebuilding your, the regulator every couple years. So your return line is right here at the pump and routes over and goes right back to the tank. So there's no need to run an extra, your supply line all the way back and then a return line coming all the way back again. Just run your supply line up to the engine bay and that's it. Now, as far as typically when we install these pumps, we like to put them right here behind the transfer case. But in this particular instance, we got this big honking 51-gallon Titan tank, and obviously you can see there's no room. There's like 4 inches of clearance right here. So we end up having to mount them outside of the frame, like majority of people do anyway. We just like to put them on the inside of the frame because it offers a little bit better protection to the pump and the filters. And we usually mount them up a little bit higher. But this has got skid plates, and this is still up above where this transmission or transfer case skid plate is at. So one of the things that we also like about with the FASS or AirDog is because it gets the air out of the fuel lines, which is real common in these older trucks, where a few common issues is where the foot on the bottom of the fuel pickup sender will fall off. Another one is where the pickup tube will crack, bouncing around depending on where the truck was used over all the years or how many miles are on it. You get air leaks on the vacuum side. Another common issue with these is the factory fuel line where these jumper hoses are coming off the frame. Inside of there you'll see there's a O-ring. These over time obviously dry rot and crack, and under a lot of vacuum, when the fuel pump is trying to suck the fuel through these, they'll suck air in these. So an easy way to get rid of that issue is to get rid of these things and just go to a traditional hose barbs and worm clamps, and that will take care of that issue. But you need to make sure you use good quality fuel hose, or else too much suction will collapse the hose. So now we're up here in the engine bay, and here we route the hose up around the steering wheel shaft, and then we up it around and attach it to the bottom of the master cylinder, so then it routes down underneath your air duct coming in from your cold air intake, and then right here into the valley. And you can see the kit down there in the bottom of the engine valley, how clean install it is. The fuel lines are out of the way. Very easy to get to the high pressure oil pump, the lines, or any other parts in that area. It's pretty easy to work on. On top of the block down there, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little 1/8" NPT pipe plug that comes with the kit. And if you want, you can install your pressure sensor there, or you can install it down on the FASS or AirDog pump, or down on the frame if you're using somebody else's aftermarket pump kit. to monitor your fuel pressure. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, comment down below. Questions to call the shop, or you can also email us. It's sales@cncfab.us. Email usually the best way. A lot of times our phones ring all day and it's hard to get through and even leave a voicemail. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.